Hi, I'm Dan, doing another guest review for Geekanoids.co.uk and their YouTube channel, youtube.com/Geekanoids. Today, I am reviewing the app Groovemaker Domingo House Edition from IK Multimedia. Now, this app is one of the many Groovemaker apps available from IK Multimedia, and the Domingo House is just the pack that comes as standard with it. So, if we open up the app, you'll see that it's just going to take a little bit of time to load, and then we get this sort of audio-oriented interface to begin with. Because it is a music creation app using different loops and things, you can create a sort of house rhythm. So you've got these packs available as standard. It actually comes with 4, as you can see: Digital White, Get You Hype, Last Groove, and Machines. And if you click on More Packs, you can actually go to the IK Multimedia store and purchase more loops, although that's going to take a bit of a while to load. I think there are about 10 available at the moment, and they retail each for $9.99, which I'd probably imagine is about £5.99. So let's click on one of these loop groups. Let's go with Digital White, and you get this interface straight away. Now you can see up here that you've actually got sort of 8 different tracks, although at the moment it's only got 5 set. So let's set the music going with the groove button. Now you get a sort of waveform representation going on along there, and then just a volume sort of EQ representation down here, because these are, if you like, your faders on the mixer, so you can bring one channel down, or whatever you want to do. So at the moment there are only 5 different channels going on. So if we click up there and then click on loops, we can add another track, and you've got this really long list of loops that you can click. So let's go for a pad. There we go. So we've now added that in. And if we turn the volume up, you can sort of hear that going on in the background. Now at the moment it's at 127 beats per minute, and we can increase that or decrease that, mood you're feeling in. Although one thing I would say is that I'd much rather it just played through them quickly rather than also distorted the audio, which is a little bit annoying. So we've got our 6 tracks going on here. The way you can sort of start customizing it, making it your own a bit, is if you click on the track button, you've got these options down the left hand side for each track. At the moment I'm going to be editing track 6, so let's put it on 2, because I think that's one of the main things you can hear. We can just solo on that track, and you can hear that beat going on. Or we can mute that track if we want to get rid of that and just hear everything else that's going on. So this is how you can then create these beats going on. So we can mute that there for a bit and then bring it back in. Now the thing I like about these music creation apps on the iPad, or the ones that I've seen so far anyway, is that you don't have to do any beat matching. There's nothing too complex about them. Anyone can just literally sort of click on a track, click on loops, and pick whatever they want and create a really good beat. So it just makes it really easy to do. And you can still get all of the effects like soloing, increasing the tempo, whatever you want to do. It's easily and readily available. Another thing you can do is that if you've got sort of tempo in mind, we can tap that out on there. So I was thinking of about, well, I was actually thinking of 134. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're tapping that out, and it's gone to something near that. That's probably more down to my finger than was, going with the beat that I wanted it to do. Now, let's say that this app that's creating a bit of noise here, if we turn that up to hear that a little clearer. Let's say we want to change that for a different percussion loop. We can just tap on the arrows, and because the loops are all grouped, we're going to get similar sounds coming from each track just by tapping on the arrows. We can also, the effects that we had up here, we can do along here, we can solo it, or we can mute it, or we can lock it so that we're not affecting it. We've also got this pan, so that if we want it coming out of more out the right here, so let's say we have these two channels coming more out of the right and these two coming more out of the left, then we can hear that. And I really hope that it's recording that, because it's quite a nice experience when you start playing with the pans. And I'm actually taking just a stereo signal from the iPad straight into my mixer, so I'm recording that rather than recording what's coming out the speaker. Although if you do unplug it, it does come out the speaker. So if you don't have a hi-fi to hand or whatever, it's easy to do like that. Now, if I just pause this groove button there, you can see that is really quite a powerful app. And I'd say one of the only drawbacks is that because it's got so many features in there, you're gonna struggle to use them all at once, and you'll see that I sort of had a few miss prods. I was trying to lock the channel rather than change the pan, or whatever. It's quite easy to have a few sort of finger prods, going in the wrong direction. But other than that, other than the fact that they've crammed quite a lot onto the screen, I still think it is quite an easy to use app. I mean, I played with it for about 15 minutes, and straight away I was making something I was quite pleased with. And because you've got the option to buy more packs and things for a fairly reasonable price. I mean, if you look at sort of a loops pack that you'd buy for GarageBand or Logic, it is very reasonably priced. So you're not going to tire of this app too easily, and it means that anyone, especially at a party, can just go up, have a go on the iPad, and have a go at being a DJ just for $9.99 or £5.99. Obviously, and then you can buy those packs for the same price again. So this has been my review of Groovemaker with the Chris Domingo house loop pack included from IK Multimedia.
This video review is sponsored by EasyDraw, making drawing fun on Mac OS X.